Alright, Shaman. We're going to be playing the third spec of Shaman here. So let's load that up here. Okay, so Enhancement spec gives us a variety of totems that we get to place and a resurrecting spell on T. So, we also baseline have a passive of Leech, which means when we attack enemies we will restore health to ourselves, and Totemic Recall, which will allow us to get rid of our totems when we're not using them. So we have Magma Totem, Earth Totem, Air Totem, and Water Totem. Now in each of these spells, so if I level up for example Fire Totem, you'll see that it's not an actual spell I can cast, it's a menu which will allow me to cast any one of these totems. Now certain totems have cooldowns, so Fire Nova Totem for example has a 30-second cooldown. These other totems here, Flame Tongue and Magma Totem, do not have a cooldown, so we can use them continuously and we can refresh them. So if I had enough mana, I could cast one here, cast one over here, cast one over here. Now I can also press Totemic Recall to cancel it, and you'll see the plus 10 mana there, briefly. Okay, let's just zoom out a bit. Now, we also have, of course, Fire Nova, so let's place that down there. Fire Nova Totem is burst damage, very high compared to the rest of your kit. As you can see, it takes out two of those guys. All of your totems have the same range, so once you learn one range, you'll know them all. And they scale with Shaman Claws. So in Town Rush, you can build mana items, or spell damage, or even healing. I think a mixture of healing and spell damage is best. We'll look at Town Rush Shaman later on. For now, we're going to focus on Earth Totem here. So, Earth Totem, you have Strength of Earth, Stone Skin Totems, and we're going to look at Air Totem here. So, you have Grace of Air, Wind Fury Totems. And then underwater, we have Healing Stream, Mana Tide with a long cooldown, and Cleansing Totem with an even longer cooldown. And we have a Resurrecting spell. Okay. So let's go and break down some of the abilities here. So Flame Tongue allows you to apply damage over time whenever you or an ally inside your totem deals spell damage. This damage over time can be applied by itself. So here I have the Flame Tongue debuff. I'm going to press Z to delete my totem, but first I need to find an enemy. Actually, I think we're just going to spawn an enemy for the time being. Okay. Yeah, there we go. We're going to place our Magma Totem down, so apply damage over time and the Flame Tongue damage over time. That didn't kill him. So we're going to have to run around in a big circle now. Okay. Another thing you can use the Shaman for as well is placing this Healing Stream Totem, which is what we're going to do right now. I think this is going to get removed here. Okay. So, let's take a look at our Fire Totem, Magma Totem. Okay, we've also got Strength of Earth. Strength of Earth is a powerful totem when combined, especially with summons. So, if you have a team member as a Necromancer, you can enhance all of their skeletons and their golem, or you can enhance Warlock Pet using Strength of Earth Totem. It also affects yourself and all your allies. So, this just increases your damage for melee and ranged attacks. Can be very good for Death Knights, for Blood Death Knights specifically. Okay, let's cancel that. And Stone Skin Totem. So Stone Skin Totem allows you to take reduced damage. So now I've got this 10% resist. So you'll just, maybe you want to throw that down during team fights. We also have Wind Fury Totem, which will increase attack speed. We have Grace of Air Totem that reduces cooldowns. Now there's no easy way to show that, but it does also increase move speed. Now this cooldown reduction just makes your cooldowns tick faster. It does not make them, so you'll see that it's ticking about 20% faster. So instead of it taking 1 second to tick down 1 second, it's probably only 0.8. Okay. We have Water Totem now, which has got Healing Stream as demonstrated earlier, and the Mana Tide Totem, which will grant mana to all nearby allies. We also have Cleansing Totem. Cleansing Totem is very valuable, allowing you to remove almost any debuff in the game. From heal cuts to slows, stuns, polymorphs, Even some boss mechanics can be removed. So this is a very valuable totem here that allows you to negate some mechanics. Leveling up increases the healing, reduces the mana type cooldown, increases the duration of cleansing. The cleanse totem always has a long cooldown, so make sure to use it carefully once. And yeah. Okay, let's talk about totem twisting next. So we're going to need to level up for this part. Let's go up 20. Now, once you are higher level or in Town Rush, so in Town Rush, we'll just go to Town Rush really quickly here. There's some items you can invest in that will allow you to play effectively. So here, Shaman Claws increases the totem range, so you may notice the totem is a little bit bigger now, quite a bit bigger actually. So that's a valuable item for us as well. We may also want Riftmaker. And we will probably want, let's see, Staff of Catechus. So Staff of Catechus makes our Healing Stream Totem very useful for our team. And we will probably also want Ice Fury Wand. This will just make it a little bit easier to demonstrate how this is working. So we're going to add an AI here. I need a Necromancer actually. Oh, Warlock, that'll be fine. Okay, so we're going to give our Warlock Flame Tongue buff. So now, whenever he does spell damage, he will apply a damage over time. We're just going to follow him along and give him this buff. He's not casting any spells quite yet. Yeah, he might need some assistance. Come on, AI. Okay. We have to take control of his now. Turn the AI off. Okay. So we're gonna put this. I'm gonna give him another level here, just so we have life drain. Alright. So we'll give him his Flame Tongue totem and we'll cast W on this one right here. So you can see Flame Tongue and Winter's Chill are both on that penguin there right before it died. I'll provide a better example here. So you get a little bit forward. Also put our Healing Stream Totem down. There we go. Okay, so let's go over here and zap this guy. So now this guy's got Flame Tongue and Winter's Chill, as well as any spell damage the Warlock is dealing. So, Enhancement Shaman. Let's talk about totem twisting. Okay, so you can have Strength of Earth for 10 seconds. If I recall my totem, you'll see the buff persists. So, what you're trying to do is you're trying to swap back and forth continuously. This is made a little bit more challenging by the fact that I don't have enough mana regen items at the time. So you may need more Ezra songs, but late game when you have full build and actual mana regen items here, spell damage items, you are able to twist back and forth between the two buffs. Or I guess I should say 4 buffs. And it should be your goal in this stage to try and alternate back and forth between these two buffs. For example, Strength of Earth, Stone Skin, Wind Fury, and Grace of Air. So just try and keep all those buffs up at the same time, alternate back and forth as much as you can, if you have the mana to spare, or a mana tide totem. Okay, so that's Shaman.